If you're watching this, you have to believe in the power of organic content. That's non-GMO organic content. Now, if you do believe in the power of that, maybe for your brand or your business, then you're in the right spot. I'm getting thousands, to be specific, 3,000 to 5,000 views per video per day on LinkedIn just by posting videos of my podcast. Now, the golden word, the word that everybody always wants to use in content is repurposing, right? And this cannot be done with a short form video. Now, I'll caveat it with saying, yes, you can create an Instagram reel, a TikTok, a YouTube short. You can create that and you can post it on all these other platforms. But do you know of any companies that are growing on 5 platforms at one time? I don't. I know companies that are posting on 12 at one time, but I don't know many who are growing on all of them. So even if you do hire an agency for $5,000 to $10,000 a month to do your content, that doesn't guarantee you're gonna grow on all of these platforms. So what's the other way to do this, right? The best way to do this, in my opinion, and the way that all of our clients do it, is they pick 1 or 2 platforms, right? That's modern organic marketing, right? Which is dial it in. I've done it myself on LinkedIn. I have over 15,000 followers now, and I've literally had clients tell me that they were attracted to my profile because of the amount of followers I have. And that's going to go into consideration when somebody's buying something from you or considering buying something from you. Now let's get back to the repurposing. We have this video, right? This short form video, this TikTok, this YouTube short, this Instagram reel, and the shelf life, it's pretty short. Now you can come back and repost that video in a couple months. That's great. That works for almost any type of content, right? Because only 5 to 10% tops of your entire audience is seeing each one of your posts. So if you bring some content back, that's gonna work. Now, what I don't love doing is having to record video after video after video after video, just whether it's my phone or the cameras, it doesn't matter. I would just rather talk like I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this video and I'm going to post it on YouTube. My audio editor is gonna take it and they're gonna take the audio version of it and put it on our Spotify or Apple and all of our other audio platforms. And then I'm gonna clip this moment and I'm gonna post it on LinkedIn as a clip. And it's going to live in all of these different forms. You can't do that with a 60-second video. But this comes down to personality and it comes down to strategy. Because what would you rather do? If you're a B2B business and you're going to be posting organic content, maybe you've dropped a few posts here and there, right? But you don't have a strategy. You need to think to yourself, okay, what do I want to be doing on a weekly basis? That's the question. Before you even get to who do we serve and what is the audience, you need to figure out what you want to do. And what I would rather do and what my clients would rather do and what millions of podcasters would rather do is just talk. Take, for example, this co-hosted episode with me and my partner, Jack. On a Saturday, he comes over, we drink some coffee, and then we hang out and record 2 or 3 episodes in about an hour and a half. From those episodes, we cut them down into clips, we put them on Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff. But the actual recording is so low pressure. And this is because we've been friends for 11 years, we've been working together for 4 years, and it's easy for us, right? Us trying too hard actually creates worse results. What we do is front load all of the work so that when you actually go ahead and create the content, it's very easy to do. Some people do it the opposite way. They spend way less time on the strategy and then they tell you just hit record. What happens when you just hit record and you have no experience of recording? You get frustrated, you get anxious, you get nervous, it's awkward, right? And I'm not saying this won't happen with a podcast, right? If anything new that you try, it's gonna take time. There's gonna be a learning curve. But when you spend time strategizing, planning, and sitting down with it, it makes the process so much easier. And I would so much rather just talk about these concepts, about these things, instead of having to figure out what I'm gonna post that day. Instead of sitting down there like, what am I about to write? The post writes itself. I take a clip from my podcast, I pull out 1 minute of it, right? And then boom, I send it to all those platforms and I'll grab it, I'll clip it out, or my editor will clip it for me. And then all I have to do is write copy on top of that post. And now this is repurposing. The best repurposing strategy is the repurposing strategy that works for you. Short form video people will tell you short form is the way. Podcast people will tell you podcasts are the way. Email people will tell you email is the way. SEO people will tell you SEO is the way. But what is the way? Fast Faster is not better. Slower is not better. Better isn't even better. What's best is what's best for you. And for me and my clients, we would so much rather hang out and sit and talk openly, have the power of post-production to cut out parts that don't make sense, and then go ahead and allow our voice and how we talk about the thing become the content instead of the content becoming what we talk about. And this is the ultimate repurposing strategy coming from the podcaster perspective. I really appreciate you tuning in to this short episode. If you're on the audio version, I appreciate you as well for listening in. If you're on the YouTube, appreciate you too, because we're really trying to blow this YouTube up, and now it's actually generating leads for us, which I'll go into in another video. And if you are on LinkedIn or any of the other social platforms that this is on, I appreciate you as well. And if you're looking to get into this and this strategy is starting to click and make sense to you, and you want to talk about what you do while generating revenue, then a podcast might be right for you. I always have the link to book a call directly with me in the description of all of these videos or on my social media pages. My name is Ryan Sullivan, founder of Podcast Principles. Keep creating great content.